couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. It's the Boston College Eagles and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, checking in with Coach O'Brien before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. Malachi Tony. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it.
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Canes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Boston College Eagles offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Running inside, it's Dickens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's right. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They run the reverse. And some room to work. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up second down.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throwing, Mensah. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Off the RPO, complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Motion from the wideout. Snags it and he's open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Eagles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Dickens. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pulls it in. It's right. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down.
Picks up 3. And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to pass. It's McKenzie. Right down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fakes to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. What a cut. Now he's loose. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the quarterback.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big...
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Number 22, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got a man, it's right.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Mensah. Right on the money. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes a grab and room to run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Has it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. make them sweat it all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that...
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. He'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He'll toss it. He gets awfully close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. And some great 4th down defense against the run. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They'll give it on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Motion from the back. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
On the option. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Trying play action. Going for 6. Touchdown Hurricanes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he had a 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Miami, 17. Boston College, 0. Number 22, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Got his man downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Catch in the middle, it's Wright. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Dickens. Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. This time he wants to throw. Unleashes one. He's got it all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Oh, they're after him. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's McKenzie. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College! Great job by the back on the option.
And honestly, David, the defense does not look locked in these last 2 plays at all. They had the pass interference. There was guys complaining on the field. They looked a bit discombobulated, late getting lined up. The very next play, though, the offense is able to take advantage of it, running it in for a score.
Man, you got to get physical down there, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you know what's coming a lot of the times, man, and you got to meet that physical challenge. You can't pout. You can't look to the sidelines. You can't say, why did you throw the flag? You got to get ready to play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Picks up the first down. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 22, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
And you see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
And the Eagles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
To throw, it's McKenzie. Pressure coming. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Runners will out of bounds at the 4-yard line. First and goal, Boston College.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down.